mixed in that black trim around the edge of the trunks and the jerseys. And now a final huddle among the 5 Commodore starters. Prater, Williams, Lange, Jones, and Lakua. Sam Lakua making his first start tonight in place of Greg LaPointe, whose back has been troubling him for the past couple of days. He is dressed and appears could play, but I would be surprised unless it's one of those absolutely have to have him kind of situations. Lange steps in against Rashane Deloach, 6'11" against 6'7". Toss in the air, bad toss, and they're going to try it again.
Woo, really bad toss.
Stewart threw it about 25 feet into the air. Let's try it again. There's the toss, a little better this time. Lange controls it easily back to Atiba Prater, and we are underway. Wofford opens up in the man-to-man. That's no surprise. Prater on the right wing, and missed connection with Sam Lakua. Sam knocks it back into the front court and saves it to Rick Jones. Back to Prater in the corner to Lange. Early evidence already of a little bit of a miscommunication, some guys that haven't played together as much. Prater down low. Anthony Williams double team, fights through the traffic, and he's going to be tied up in the lane. And 3-second violation is called on Anthony. First turnover against the Commodores. Anthony got the ball down the low block, got double teamed, couldn't get it out of there. Ravenel to Walker. Starzy Walker passes to Pryor. Pryor penetrates, shot put up good over Lakua by John Pryor, and Wofford is in front 2-0. They went straight to the glass with it on their first possession. Lakua looking inside, nothing open, instead back to Lange deep on the right wing. Dan with the dribble at the top, gets a switch and passes on the left side to Prater. Prater comes back to the right side to Lange. Dan pulls up from about 10 feet short, missed everything. Rebound, Williams battles through, goes back up, got it! Doesn't count. No traveling on Anthony Williams. Battling for the ball underneath, and now Darius Koulibaly is going to check in immediately as Sam Lakua will sit down. So Sam got 1 minute's time before the big 7-1 sophomore checks in. Wofford leading 2-0 with the basketball. Pryor to Ravenel, left wing to Starzy Walker. Same set as they did last time to Chadwick, right side to Pryor. Pryor guarded by Jones. Over in the corner to Walker. Walker pulls the trigger for 3. Back rim no good. Rebound to Atiba Prater. Didn't even have to jump for it. Atiba quickly down court. Down low, intended for Williams. Lost it, got it back off the glass. In traffic, throws it back outside to Prater. Right wing to Jones. Looks inside. There's Koulibaly. Spins. One-hander by Darius. Won't go, but he drew the foul.
Now, great job by Darius there, posting up, catching, getting the shot off, and he was really surprised and disappointed when the ball didn't go in. That's a step up for him. High expectations for the big man.
Foul on John Pryor, his first against the Terriers, and Darius Koulibaly will go to the line where he is 1 for 5 for the season, shooting 20% from the free throw line. First toss, good. That didn't look like a 20% shot.
He's on a streak, Joe, 2 in a row.
Had a season high, in fact, career high, 7 points against Hofstra on Tuesday night. Also had 5 rebounds in that ball game. Second toss by Darius, also good. 2, nothing but the bottom. Ties it up at 2-2, a minute and a half gone. Pryor quickly into front court for the Terriers. Left wing to Walker. Walker looking down low for Deloach. It's not open. Back out top to Pryor. Pryor guarded by Rick Jones on the wing to Deloach, now guarded by Koulibaly. Top of the key, there's Walker for the long 3. It's short. Rebound Koulibaly with the board for the Commodores to Prater. Atiba pushing it into the front court. Top of the key, still with the dribble. Looking inside instead to Williams, now to the left wing to Rick Jones. And now traffic in the lane, and they're going to call another 3-second violation on the Commodores. That's 2 in the first 2 minutes against Vanderbilt.
I'm not sure we've had one this year. It's a rare combination early on.
Wofford with the basketball to Walker. They do the same thing every time down, or at least have so far. Top of the key to the left wing before they start the offense. Now to the right side. Chadwick with the basketball, stolen away by Prater. Turnover, Prater 1-on-3. Atiba with the dribble, goes all the way and laid it in. Oh, he didn't have the numbers, but he cashed it in anyway. 4-2, quickly down court. Deloach traveled with it. Darius Koulibaly recovered quickly enough to force the travel.
Now, Atiba Prater got turned around trying to get through the screen last time, but was really alert and athletic in turning just in time to intercept. Great coast-to-coast play.
3 early turnovers against the Commodores, 2 against the Terriers. Vanderbilt leads 4-2, and with the basketball, Rick Jones down low on the baseline. Lange double teamed into the corner to Prater. To the top, Williams for 3, back rim, no good. Rebound Chadwick for Wofford. Wofford into the front court with it. Pryor, left wing Ravenel to Walker down in the corner, guarded by Lange. Walker will take that three if you drop off of him. Dribbles back to the top. Ravenel, he'll take the three. It's short off the front iron, and a long rebound bounces out of bounds. Prater and Ravenel got tied up together. Ravenel went to the floor. No call. Vanderbilt will have the basketball.
Watch out, Wofford now. Last time down, Dan Lange got the ball low. They quickly double-teamed him, forcing someone else to take the shot.
Vanderbilt 1 of 3 from the field. Wofford 1 of 4. Commodores with a 4-2 lead. Lange from the baseline got it.
Oh, that's what Richard Johnson does not want to see.
Finally got a good look from about 12 feet in his first points. Commodores lead 6-2. Ravenel right wing to Walker, top of the key to Chadwick. Chadwick for three from the front. Back iron no good. Rebound Ravenel with the board, goes back up off the glass, good. Bishop Ravenel, 6-7, his first basket, cuts the Commodore lead to 6-4. 16:25 left to go in the first half. Prater looks inside. There's Rick Jones in the lane, knocked away, and it bounces out of bounds. It'll be Commodore basketball. There's a little hesitation there among the officials. It's Vanderbilt's basketball, and now Sam Howard makes his first appearance, and Sam Lakua returns as Jones and Williams sit down. Also first appearance for number 40, Grant Sturley, a 6'7 freshman out of Carmel, Indiana for Wofford.
Anthony Williams missing the block out last time. Kevin says, Sam, get him out of there now. Can't let the block out go.
Bishop Ravenel ran back to the Wofford locker room when he was taken out of the ball game. Lange with the basketball for the Commodores, who lead by 2. Prater at the top of the key, left wing to Sam Howard. Sam to Prater. Lange runs the baseline, not open. Howard looks for him in the corner, not there. Sam now with a dribble, 7 left to shoot. Prater pulls the trigger, it's a 2, it's no good. Long rebound on the baseline for Chadwick of Wofford. Front court to Pryor. Pryor on the left wing, picked up by Sam Howard, waves Chadwick through to Walker. Walker back to Chadwick. Pryor at the top. Pryor penetrates in traffic, throws the ball away. Touched by a Commodore. It'll be Wofford's basketball when we return. 15:41 left to play in the first half. A rather sloppy first 4 minutes. Vanderbilt 6. Wofford struggling a little bit with some of the content of the lineup right now.
Absolutely, and they're playing against a Wofford team that is experienced. They've known their system a long time, and they really execute well.
Walker to inbound from the baseline, does so to Deloach, who comes back out top to Pryor. Commodores leading by 2. Pryor yet to dribble, now passes to Walker. Walker waves the screen through, now over to Deloach on the right wing. To Pryor, Pryor to Chadwick, Chadwick back to Pryor. Pryor guarded by Howard, who works nicely through the screen. 3 to shoot, 2, 1. Chadwick off balance, 3, missed everything. Wofford forgot that the shot clock did not reset when they brought the ball in and ran out of time.
Well, Tiva Prater doing a great job so far, shadowing Chadwick everywhere he goes.
That whistle was Kevin Stallings trying to get his players' attention to call the play, and did so. Prater comes down, passes to Lange deep on the left wing, back to Atiba, to the top to Sam Howard. Almost 5 minutes gone in the first half. Vanderbilt leads by 2. Howard, right wing, goes baseline, pulls up, can't shoot, needs some help, bounce pass to Prater. Looks inside for Darius, and a foul and a hold on Wofford, I believe, on Deloach, trying to hang on to Coulibaly.
Good, Vandy, very patient there, looking for the big man inside, and Darius, really good timing on flashing from the weak side to force the foul on Deloach.
Now Kenny Hasty, a 6'8 junior from Columbia, South Carolina, checks in for Wofford. Also, Bishop Ravenel is back after a trip to the locker room. Commodores will inbound from the baseline. They do so to Lakua. Lakua on the wing, back to Prater. Prater to Sam Howard, who pops out, can't get a shot away, bounces it to Lange. Lange back to Sam, to the top to Prater. Atiba penetrates, goes all the way and lays it in, and drew the foul. They cleared the right side for Atiba. He went uncontested, and then the foul down low, and Atiba will get a chance for the three-point play.
Well, Joe, Wofford is doing a nice job of really trying to get to Lange. That kind of attention on Lange is going to open some things up to penetrate with the basketball. That's what Atiba, Rick, and Sam Howard have got to do.
Atiba, 60% free throw shooter, knocks it down. He's got 5, biggest lead of the game at 5 for the Commodores at 9-4. Walker on the left wing, guarded by Lange. Steal by Prater in backcourt. Atiba with it. Goes up with the left hand. Good! Atiba Prater has taken control in the last couple of minutes. Commodores lead 11-4. Walker on the wing. To Lenslee. Mike Lenslee in the ball game. 6'3 freshman from Jonesboro, Georgia for Wofford. To Ravenel, back to Lenslee. Lenslee left wing to Chadwick. Chadwick Prater right on it. In the lane, Walker drives, goes up over Coulibaly, missed everything. Rebound Sam Howard. think that big 7-1 mitt up in the air might have had something to do with that. Lange, 10-footer, won't go. Rebound Chadwick. Dan got a good look, just missed it. Chadwick, wing to Ravenel. Back outside to Lindsley. Lindsley guarded by Sam Howard closely in the man-to-man. Coulibaly fronting the post players down low. Can't get a pass. Finally do. Lindsley almost held it too long. Lindsley to Ravenel. Over on the wing to Chadwick. 15 to shoot. Lindsley down on the baseline to Ravenel, guarded by Lakua. Looks for a cutter, can't find one. Lindsley pulls the trigger for three. This one no good. Rebound Lakua for the Commodores. Good defense that time down. Prater works it down court, sends it into the corner. Howard, Sam for three, got it.
Great job. Atiba Prater, I'll tell you, has been magic here in the first 6.5 minutes.
418 consecutive games the Commodores have made at least one three-pointer, and the lead is 10 at 14-4. Lindsley penetrates, dishes in the corner. Ravenel hesitated, went baseline, and charged over Sam Lakua.
Joe, I'll tell you, this team is about as sound fundamentally defense as any Vandy team I've ever seen in the man-to-man defense. They really are committed to it. Their execution is great. And I'll tell you, this Wofford team does a lot of things that test you pass after pass after pass.
Anthony Williams checks back in. Also, Rick Jones checks in for Atiba Prater, who gets a breather. And now Jones at the point sees a little man-to-man pressure. Lakua picked up the dribble in backcourt, didn't need to, in a 10-second violation. And Kevin Stallings stomps that foot on the baseline, says, what are you doing? You've got to get it into that front court.
As some people went off and left the guards, and Sam Lakua has got to be aware of the clock. Even though he's not a ball handler, he's got to take it and go with it.
Turnover number 4 against the Commodores. Walker at the top of the key. Gets a screen, picks up his dribble. Now on the wing to Chadwick, now guarded by Jones. Blows past Jones, floats on the baseline, missed it. Long rebound by Walker, goes up over Lange. This one rattles in, and a whistle in the lane is going to be on Sam Lakua for a shove.
Now that's a possession foul right there, and these officials, I'll tell you, they're making very definite, quick calls.
Starzy Walker's first basket, and now Wofford gets the basketball back underneath their own basket. 14-6 Commodores. Inbound to Chadwick. Jones is stuck with Chadwick, and now a whistle is going to be called on Jones for a hold on Chadwick, and that's going to bring Prater right up off the bench.
Well, Rick Jones has a real handful right there trying to guard Chadwick, and he may not be up to the task with his lack of experience on the college level. Chadwick has been around a while, and he is a good one.
So now Lange will sit down as Prater comes in. So a small lineup on the floor for the Commodores. Prater, Jones, Howard, Williams, and Lakua. Jones now switches over to guard Lindsley, who has the basketball. Howard is on Walker, who has it now, looking for Chadwick. Prater, of course, is shadowing Chadwick. Chadwick with the ball, guarded by Atiba out top. Pass over to Lindsley. Lindsley guarded by Jones. 20 to shoot. Williams went for the steal, didn't get it. Hasty penetrates, goes up Ravenel. The shot, missed it off the glass. The tip twice, saved by Lakua, who rips it out of traffic for the Commodores. To Sam Howard in front court. Back to Sam at the top. To Prater on the right wing. Commodores lead by 8. Atiba dishes it to Jones at the top, down low. Williams, ball fake, spins in the lane, goes up with one hand off the glass, won't go, but a whistle and a foul. I think Anthony sometimes gets caught in the pump fake move thing instead of just going up and shooting the basketball.
Well, you know, you watch Anthony Williams rebound the basketball, you think this guy is really comfortable in a crowd inside. Offensively, that's not the case. He really has to, he's a little mechanical in there and has to find a pretty good gap to get his shot off clearly.
Williams at the line for 2 free throws, hits the first one, his first point tonight. Anthony on the season shooting 85%. And now the first appearance for Colin Largent, 6'3" sophomore out of Hickory, North Carolina for Wofford. 15-6 Commodores. Second toss by Anthony is good. Timeout on the floor with 11:50 left to go in the first half. It's Vanderbilt 16, Wofford 6. Emergency situation. His back flared up yesterday, did not improve much today. Commodores doing it right now with 3 guards on the floor, and Prater, Jones, and Howard, and Lange and Williams, a lineup we talked about quite a bit in the pregame show. Lindsley with the basketball, still with it, and 5 seconds will give it to Vanderbilt.
Great defense away from the basketball there as the motion offense couldn't free a receiver for a pass there, and Joe, the Vandy defense is the constant for this team night in, night out.
Wofford does not have more than 13 turnovers in a game this season. They have 6 in the first 9 minutes of this one. Lange on the baseline, lost the handle, got it back. Back to Prater at the top, right wing to Rick Jones. Rick back to the top to Prater, looking down low for a screen. Howard can't break free. Atiba now goes into the corner to Lange, 15 to shoot. Dan back outside to Jones. Jones to Atiba. Atiba looks inside, tries to penetrate. Nice crossover, logs it out to Howard for 3 from the wing. It's short. Sam, I don't think ever really got a good grip on that ball. Didn't quite get it to the rim. Lindsley down court, penetrates, floats in the lane, and draws a hold on Rick Jones.
And Rick Jones let the offensive guard take him a little too deep that time, not to get in real trouble. And Rick with a couple fouls, mainly off of inexperience so far.
Rick's second, and in terms of foul situations, Kevin Stallings may have to be a little extra careful tonight just because the numbers are way down. Basically 7 scholarship players available tonight. First toss by Lindsley is good. His first point. 16-7 Commodores, 10:59 left to play. Lindsley is an 88% free throw shooter. Second toss is also good.
Joe, on the Chadwick watch, he's 0 for 2 from the field. One of those, a hurried shot as the shot clock ran down. Vandy doing a good job of keeping him from being able to see the basket.
Commodores with the basketball and a little full court pressure. Looks like a zone press. Lange in the corner, still in back court, lobs it across to Prater, who now takes it into front court, dishes in the corner. Howard for 3, got it! That's how you break the press. Sam with a couple of three-pointers, biggest lead of the game for the Commodores at 19-8. Largent on the wing, guarded by Howard, works through the screen to stay with Largent. Right wing is Ravenel. Prater following Chadwick everywhere. Deloche to Pryor. Pryor takes the 3. This one is good. John Pryor with 5 points. 19-11 Commodores. Prater into the front court with it. Top of the key to Lange to Howard. You get the feeling Atiba knows he might need to play about 37 or 38 minutes tonight.
I think he's ready.
Prater on the wing to Howard, top of the key, bluffed the shot, instead down low. Lange spins left, puts up the short jumper, no good. Rebound Chadwick. Chadwick pushes it down court, tries to drive, dishes in the corner. Back to the top to Deloche, left wing to Largent. Largent can't drive, has a pass stolen away. Howard got a hand on it, Lange stole it. Down the near sideline with it, guarded by Ravenel, back to Prater. Turnover number 7 against the Terriers. Prater to the top to Howard, left wing to Rick Jones, who has yet to take a shot tonight. To Lange. Lange right wing to Prater. Commodores being patient. Williams double team down low, back out to Atiba. Skip pass over to Jones, down low. Lange goes up off the glass, good. Credit Rick Jones. Quick touch pass on the assist.
Right, Jones had the 3, but Lange had the layup.
21-11. 9:20 to go. Chadwick with the basketball, guarded by Prater. To Largent, who traveled with it. And then ran over Rick Jones in the process. Turnover number 8, I believe. Turnover number 8 against the Terriers. 13 is their season high. They've got 8 in less than 11 minutes. Lange will inbound for the Commodores and does so to Atiba Prater. Darius Coulibaly back into the ball game, and Wofford opening up, it looks like, in a zone for the first time. Sam Howard will wipe off his hands one more time now that the zone is out there. Prater at the top. Lange running the baseline, trying to find a screen opening. Instead, Williams traveled, no call, puts it up off the glass, good. Might have gotten a break there. Anthony turned around and was so wide open he couldn't believe it. Pryor, coast to coast, draws the foul.
Well, there's one of those correctable things for your team. And that is good defensive transition after a basket. You really got to sprint back. That time a couple of Commodores got caught napping in transition.
Foul was on Darius Coulibaly, his first, team's 4th.
That Pryor's a jet, isn't he?
Sure is. He's saying now goes to the line. He's got 5 points. Only a 36% free throw shooter, but he hits the first one. Very few guards do you see that shoot under 50% from the free throw line.
Oh, coach's nightmare.
Second toss, no good, especially a point guard. Williams fights for the ball, goes to the floor. The Commodores come up with it. Prater pushes it down the court, comes to the near sideline, top of the key. Anthony Williams, 3 is good. He's a guard in a power forward's body. Biggest lead of the game at 14, 26-12 with 8.5 to go. Largent top of the key to Walker. Commodore still in the man-to-man. Largent on the wing. There goes Pryor. Pryor bounce pass to Loach. Goes up. Coulibaly got a hand on it. Shot was missed. Ball saved out on the corner by Wofford's Pryor to Largent. Largent with the basketball to the top to Pryor. Pryor tries to drive. Can't. Instead, Walker pulls up from about 17 feet. Missed it. Rebound Anthony Williams. And that big yell when he came down with it. Prater to Lange. Dan, 4-3, you betcha. Wofford's got to have a timeout. Things have gotten out of hand quickly. 7:52 left in this first half. Vanderbilt's blown out to a 17-point. LSU early, about 9 minutes gone, leads Alcorn State 11-10. Also late first half, Louisville leading Alabama 29-26. Here it is 29-12, and Vanderbilt just sort of turned it up a notch the last couple of minutes, Ron.
Well, defense and rebounding has set the offense up. They've been able to cash in. That last little run was awfully sweet.
Prater, Howard, Lakua, Coulibaly, and Lange on the court now for Kevin Stallings. Prior to the top of the key to Chadwick, who has yet to score. Chadwick hands it off to the top to Pryor. 15 to shoot. Pryor bounce pass down low to Deloach, guarded by Coulibaly. Back outside to Pryor. Pryor on the wing to Chadwick, guarded closely by Prater. Not even looking to shoot. From the wing, from the top of the key, Walker with a three is good. Starzy Walker with 5, 29-15. Commodores by 14. Prater to Lakua to the top of the key to Lange. Dan left wing to Sam Howard looking down low. There's Coulibaly. Darius double team back outside. Threw it too high for Atiba. Walker will pick it up in the front court. Almost lost his footing. Threw the ball in. It hit the rim. Bounced down low. Ravenel went up for the shot. Missed it. And Coulibaly with a rebound. A lot of contact in there. But the Commodores come away with the basketball and dodge a bullet. Prater to the top to Darius. Left wing to Sam Howard. Gets a screen from Darius. Now dribbles back toward the top. Guarded by Deloach. Picks up the dribble back to Prater. Wofford back in the man-to-man. They went zone on a couple of trips down, but now back in the man-to-man. Prater back to Howard. Shot clock at 15. Baseline. Lange lost the handle going up, and a foul is committed. I believe it's by Walker from behind a Dan, and that should send him to the line for a couple.
A little wrinkle Vandy's doing this year that they haven't done in the past. They're getting some different angles on the baseline. You'll see Howard and Lange running some unusual angles to take advantage of the type defense that's played, and doing a good job of freeing them up for the shots or the foul opportunities.
Lange at the line for two, at 88% free throw shooter. First one is good. He's got 8, as now Anthony Williams will check back in, replacing Darius Coulibaly. Also, Pryor will sit down as Lensley is back in for the Terriers. Lange leads the Southeastern Conference in scoring coming into this night with a 22-point-per-game average. Second toss by Dan. Rattles and drops in there. Dan's got 9. Timeout on the floor, 6:36 left to play in the first half. Vanderbilt 31 and Wofford 15. Back in a moment on the Vanderbilt Radio Network. In the ball game for Wofford, and as we said, came into this ball game with 13 turnovers, the most they had committed in any one game this season. And Ian Chadwick, who came in with an average of almost 20 points a game, is 0 for 2, and frankly really hasn't looked to shoot that much the last couple of times down. Finally worked off of a screen, fired up a three-pointer too long, and Lange with the board for the Commodores. I think Chadwick was just surprised not to see number 5 standing right in front of him for a change. Sam Howard on the right wing, looks for a screen from Williams, can't get one. Now finds Anthony on the right side, doesn't take the 14-footer back to Sam. Sam down low to Lakua, makes the catch and the layup. Credit Sam Howard with the dish, and Lakua cashed it in. 33-15. Lensley to Walker. Walker guarded by Lange. Looks to the top to Chadwick, guarded by Prater. Right side to Lensley. Lensley penetrates in the lane, floats, dishes down low. Ravenel lost the handle, knocked out of bounds by Sam Howard. It'll be Terriers basketball. 18 left to shoot. Well, it looks like everybody, all the guards, are doing a better job in the assist department this year.
Right, we'll talk about one of the things they're looking for down inside and when we have a chance. Chadwick
to the top to Walker. 10 to shoot. Lensley now, right wing, tries to penetrate behind the back dribble, floats with a left hand, good. Oh, nice move by Mike Lensley. He's got 4. Commodores lead is 16 at 33-17, inside 5.5 to play in the first half. Lakua looking down low, goes into the corner to Williams. Lange trying to post up on Walker down low, now pops outside for the pass. Dan to Howard. 15-footer from the left wing is good. Sam's got 8. 35-17 Commodores. Ravenel Walker on the left wing. To the top to Lindsley. Lindsley tries to penetrate again. This time in traffic. Floats. Throws up with the left hand. This one's short. Lindsley fights for the board. Goes back up off the board. Missed it. Anthony Williams clears the glass. And Lindsley hit the ground. Prater. Howard spots up for the 3 from the right wing. Nailed it. Sam set his feet, took his time, and canned it. 38-17. Biggest lead of the game for the Commodores at 21. Walker, Ravenel, Lindsley. Left wing back to the top. Walker takes the 3 over Lange. Short, no good. Long rebound tap. Williams had it knocked out of his hands, and the foul is going to be called on Ravenel, who went through Williams and committed the foul.
Joe, Vandy did a little shooting clinic here tonight for the Terriers. 68.4.
Ravenel's second, 7th team foul. And that'll send Anthony Williams to the line. Anthony 7 points, looking in the rebound area, credited with 4 so far. Commodores with a 12-9 edge on the boards. Anthony has 4 of those, and at the line for 1-1. First toss is good. Commodores perfect from the line, 8 for 8 so far. And the lead is 22 at 39-17. Make it 9 of 9 from the line. Anthony's got 9, and it's 40-17. 4:20 to go. Lakua went for the steal, didn't get it. Chadwick lost the handle. Prater got the steal. 2-on-1. Prater, Jones, Prater, Lange, jammed it! Oh, it doesn't get any better than that. Lange was coming on the secondary.
Another shocker score at this point in the game.
42-17, still 4:05 left to go in the first half. Prior to Sterling, left wing to Walker. Top of the key, Chadwick. Left wing fires the 3, no good. Rebound Lange. Chadwick has yet to score in the ball game. On the corner, Prater down low. Williams with a lay-in. 3 Commodores have 11 points in the first half. Howard, Williams, and Lange. It's 44-17. Walker to the top. Sterling takes the 3 and hits it. Grant Sterling. Wofford's 2 for 10 from 3-point range. Williams to Lange on the left wing, 44-20. Dan works through the screen from Anthony, picks up the dribble to Prater on the right wing, looking down low for Lakua and can't get it to him. Instead goes to Rick Jones at the top. Rick back to Atiba. 15 to shoot. Atiba to Jones. Baseline. Lange penetrates lower to shoulder. No call, and got the roll on the shot. Boy, DeLoach went down in a pile, but Lange gets the basket nonetheless.
73% from the floor.
13 points for Lange. 46-20, 3 minutes left. Pryor penetrates, sees Lange, can't do anything about it. Walker from 17, no good. Rebound, Lange up high for the board. To Prater, who works it into front court, penetrates, goes all the way, off the glass, too strong. Rebound, Lakua with the board, outside to Lange. Right wing, Rick Jones, 3. There'd be a standing 8 count right now if Mills Lane was here. 49-20. Walker, top of the key. Sterling for 3, air ball, barely got anything except the back of the glass. Long lead pass, Lakua is fouled. Well, Sam showed some athleticism to go up for the pass, and Sterling tackled him from behind and committed the foul.
Well, you're talking about being in the passing lane, pedal to the metal, and everything's going down. Well, this is fun, Joe.
Yeah, well, there's no doubt about it. Howard checks in. Koulibaly checks in. Commodores are 17 of 24 from the field. That's just under 71%. Without James Strong in the lineup and without Greg LaPointe in the lineup. Sam Lakua came into the game leading the team with a 75% field goal percentage. First toss from the line, barely got the front of the iron, and the rebound to Wofford. Pryor down the sideline, picked up by Rick Jones, works it to the left wing to Walker. Walker to the top to Matt Tucker, who's just checked in. The shot put up, no good. Rebound, Lakua had it, lost it out of bounds, but it was knocked out by Boyce for Wofford. 7-footer Brandon Boyce, who checked in. Timeout on the floor, 2:06 left to go in the first half. It's probably standing appointment right now. They probably use a consultation, try to figure out some way to slow down this Commodore offense.
So these Commodores keep coming at them and knocking down threes, running, dunking. Man.
Jones, Lakua, Lange, Howard, and Coulibaly on the floor for Kevin Stallings. Inside 2 minutes left to go in the first half. Lakua to Lange on the wing, waves Howard through, now dribbles, finds Jones on the right wing. Jones dribbles to the top, finds Lange, instead goes down low to Coulibaly, double team. Darius from the baseline, front iron, no good. He was a little bit out of his range, I believe. Shot was just short, and the rebound to Chadwick for Wofford. Chadwick still scoreless in this first half. Came in with a 20-point per game average. Pryor spots up for the three. This one is off the mark. Lange skies for the board. In traffic, works his way up court now. Pryor drops back on defense. Lange with another rebound. Dan playing point guard, brings it all the way down to Lakua. Now to Rick Jones on the left wing, guarded by Pryor. Gets a good screen from Lakua. Now the double team to Howard. Howard to the top to Jones on the left wing. Looking down low, finds Lange at the free throw line, guarded by Walker. Right wing, Howard, bounce pass down low. Coulibaly spins, one-hander's good. The jumper by Darius is good. He's got 4. 51-20 Commodores, inside a minute to go. Chadwick's three from the wing won't go. Tap won't go. Rebound Lakua to Rick Jones, pushing it down the far sideline. Top of the key to Lakua. Lakua down low, Coulibaly fakes, turns, goes up with the right hand, back iron, no good. Rebound Chadwick. I think they're just trying to get it to Darius now. Chadwick to Pryor, who passes it down low, good by Boyce. I thought he took about 4 steps, but Boyce with the basket. His first points, 51-22, and now the shot clock off. The Commodores can hold for the final shot of the half. Ron, you're going to have to come out of that jacket. It's too hot in here with this pace.
I'm telling you, already sweating a little too much.
Jones to Howard, 10 seconds left. Howard on the wing to Lange, 8 seconds, 7. Dan still with the dribble, crossover, 5, 4. Dan for 3, front iron, no good. Rebound Chadwick. 1 second left. Chadwick launches it. It'll be short. And halftime, a pretty impressive first half by the Commodores, to say the least. Without 2 of 5 starters in the lineup, they lead 56, the Pirates over the Seminoles. Joe Fisher, Ron Bargatze with you, second half to get started here, and I guess the challenge for the Commodores is to keep the intensity up this next 20 minutes.
Absolutely, Joe. Play that good D and everything else will fall into place.
Pryor with the basketball to the top of the key to Deloche. Commodores are going right to left in this second half. Starzy Walker thought about the three, doesn't take it, drives, puts it up with the left hand, missed it, and a blocking foul is called. Bishop Ravenel comes out holding his head, top of his forehead, as if he was hit by someone in the lane there. The foul is on Sam Lakua inside on the Commodores. His second, team's first. They only had 4 team fouls in the first half. Another thing that had to please Kevin Stallings with a limited roster available tonight.
Absolutely, Joe. And this Wofford team, before we discount them too much, came back from way down to beat Clemson at Clemson 79-74 earlier. This is a talented team. Give Andy a lot of credit for this big lead right now.
Walker's first free throw is no good. Starzy Walker, 77% free throw shooter on the season. Wofford was 17 down with 10.5 minutes to play against Clemson and then went on a 28-2 run. Walker hits the second free throw. He's got 6. 51-23 Commodores. Williams, left wing to Jones. Wofford opens up in a zone. Lange went up for the shot and drew the foul going up. I believe it's on Deloche.
Now, when you have a scorer like Dan Lange, who's very active in the middle against that zone defense, it really puts a lot of pressure as they change responsibilities with all the movement.
Foul was on Rashane Deloche, his second, first of the half against the Terriers, and Lange will go to the line, an 89% free throw shooter for 2 shots. Lange 13 points in the first half on a 22-point average, leading the Southeastern Conference. First toss is good. He's got 14. Dan, after that 4-point performance in the opener against Belmont, with 27, 28, 27, and 24, and now 15 in this one after hitting the second toss. 53-23, 30-point Commodore lead. Sturley, left wing to Walker. Walker to the top to Pryor, guarded by Jones. Commodore still in that man-to-man. Chadwick, ball loose on the floor, lost the handle. Saved by Pryor. Dishes down low. Sturley in traffic, and a foul is going to be called, and I believe it's going to be on Lakua. And it is, and that's 3 on the freshman, and that's one of his
for your information, I am back in studio. Thank you.
Sam a little bit slow in getting out of position there and picks up those kind of cheap fouls. He'll learn as he gets more experience.
He sits down now as Darius Coulibaly checks back in. Was not a shooting foul. Wofford inbounds underneath their own basket. Sturley on the wing, guarded by Williams. Top of the key. Pryor lost the handle into back court. He'll pick it up, and it's an over and back violation. And another turnover. Turnover number 8 against the Terriers. It's got to be more than that. I thought they had 8 at halftime.
They had 9 at halftime.
Yeah. We'll have to check that out. The stat monitor has reverted, or they have recounted somewhere. 53-23. I've got them now with 10 turnovers. Prater, alley-oop down. Lange jammed it. Oh, Lange came from the baseline. The first alley-oop of the season, and Lange with 2 dunks in this game. He's got 17. I saw him working on that one in the shoot-around this morning. Deloach, top of the key. The lead is 32, 55-23. Chadwick, Pryor goes baseline on Jones, can't get all the way in. Back to Chadwick, tries to penetrate, floats, left-hander too strong. Rebound tap, no good. Ball loose underneath, out of bounds. It'll be Terriers basketball.
Joe, they have 3 guys on the baseline against that zone. They step a guy up to the block right there, occupy the defense, and Big Dan rolling in from behind. Great pass. What a nice play.
Terriers with the basketball. Inside, Walker penetrates, goes up with the left hand. Shot is short. Lange with the board. Dan sort of tripped up from behind, but holds on to the basketball and goes to Atiba Prater. Dan looks like he's hobbling a little bit on that ankle that's been giving him a little trouble. Coulibaly's turnaround is no good, and the rebound to Pryor for Wofford. Comes the other way. Pryor dishes left side to Walker, cut off on the baseline by Lange. Back out top to Deloach to Chadwick. Chadwick works through a screen, dishes it back to Deloach, and Anthony Williams commits the foul, going over to try to make the steal.
And one thing that Darius has not shown us, Joe, is the propensity to kick it back out when he gets it on the block. He's looking to score in there.
First foul on Anthony, second team foul on the Commodores. Not a shooting foul. Terriers will inbound on the baseline, and a hold is going to be called, I think, on Atiba. It is on Atiba Prater. Only his first, team's third.
They could have gotten Anthony Williams on the weak side with the same kind of hold.
This time they inbound to Chadwick, back out to the top to Pryor. Pryor guarded by Jones, goes back to Chadwick, ball loose for a moment, saved by Pryor. Pryor weaves his way into the lane, down low for the basket by Deloach. Rasheen Deloach, his first basket, 55-25. Inside, Williams spins left, goes up, short shot, rolls and won't go. Rebound Pryor, hung on the rim for a long time but wouldn't go. Chadwick to the top to Sturley, left wing to Walker. Walker, Sturley cut through, and Walker let him go. Now to Pryor. Pryor right wing to Deloach, guarded by Coulibaly. To Chadwick at the top, open for the 3. This one's short, no good. Rebound Coulibaly. Chadwick still scoreless tonight. Prater, between the legs dribble, can't drive. Coulibaly top of the key to Lange. Lange on the right wing. Comes out to Prater. Waves Rick Jones back through to the left wing. There's Rick with the basketball into the corner to Dan. Lange looks inside, not open. Rick Jones, long 3 is too strong. Rebound, Williams tapped it and committed the foul, I believe, in the process. Williams came over the back and committed his second foul, team's 4th. And the Commodores, after committing only 4 fouls in the first half, have 4 here in the second half. Walker with the basketball on the wing. Bounces it down in the corner to Deloach. Coulibaly bats it out of bounds. Deloach tried to lob it in, and Coulibaly spiked it like a volleyball player over the net, out of bounds.
It's like Eddie LeBaron throwing a pass over too tall Jones.
Wofford inbounds. Pryor, top of the key, guarded by Jones. Sam Howard up to check in at the next opportunity. Starzy Walker to the top to Pryor. Pryor works through a screen, penetrates all the way in. Coulibaly rejects it. Saved by Pryor to Walker. Walker tries to penetrate, goes up. Coulibaly bats it out of bounds again. 4 blocks by Big Darius. James Strong came flying off the bench over here with that 4th and went out of bounds. Anthony Williams sits down as Sam Howard checks in. Pryor, long 3 as the shot clock was running out, and Rick Jones saves it on the sideline. Little contact. Rick had to pick up the dribble to Prater in front court. Commodores by 30 with the basketball. Lange, top of the key. He'll take the 3. He'll miss this one. And Walker, I believe, and a foul is going to be committed by Darius, I believe. And I think he hit Walker in the side of the head there, maybe the left side. And the foul is going to be on Darius, his second.
Joe, when you're up 30 early in the second half and your foul numbers are 6 for the leading team, 1 for the team from behind, that's a very unusual stat.
16 fouls in the first 4 minutes. And after working through that first half with no foul trouble at all, things have picked up a little bit. Commodores open up in a zone. It looks like a box and one kind of chaser here. Prater chasing Chadwick. Lindsley to Chadwick. Chadwick can't get a shot away. Goes back to Lindsley. Back to Chadwick. Guarded by Prater. Over to Largent on the wing. On the baseline to Sturley. Goes down low. Lindsley goes up with the left hand. Good. Good ball movement that time by the Terriers. They won't go away quietly. They're a tenacious team with some talent. They trail by 28, 55-27. Howard and a whistle and a hold in the lane, I believe, on Largent, hanging on to Dan Lange. Timeout on the floor, 15:30 left to go in the ball game. Vanderbilt 55, Wofford 20.
Guys, no matter what you say to them, they're going to take a few more chances and be a little more lax when you got the big lead. Now, no coach likes to admit that, but that's the case.
Inside, Lange turns, has a shot blocked by Hasty. Nice play by Hasty, and the rebound to Chadwick for Wofford. Chadwick to Lindsley. Wofford trailing by 28. Largent dribbles to the top to Lindsley, guarded by Sam Howard. Lobs it into the corner to Sturley. Sturley will take the 3. This one back rim, no good. Rebound Largent over Howard, can't go back up with it. Instead, back outside to Lindsley. In the corner to Largent, back to Lindsley. Lindsley with the dribble, works through the screen, penetrates inside, dishes it over to Sturley, who puts it up. The shot was blocked, but a foul is committed underneath. And the foul, I believe, is going to be on Darius, and if it is, that's number 3.
And Joe, this may be a record with the opponent 14:57 in the second half, already in the 1-and-1.
7th team foul on the Commodores, and that'll send Grant Sturley to the line for 1-and-1. 6'7" freshman, Carmel, Indiana. The coaches at Wofford, when they talk about Sturley, compare him to Scott Padgett at Kentucky. Say he has a similar body build, also has the similar touch from outside. Padgett's a better free throw shooter, though. That first one was way off.
Now who is it that compares him to Padgett?
Wofford's coaches.
Oh, okay.
Coulibaly sits down to a big hand, 4 blocks in the ball game. As Anthony Williams checks back in. Sturley's second toss also no good. Rebound Lange for the Commodores to Prater. Prater cross court. Howard in traffic, goes up too strong. Rebound pulled down by Wofford. Good recovery there by the Terriers defense, and Howard had that layup contested. Walker picks up the dribble to Lindsley. Lindsley guarded by Rick Jones on the wing to Chadwick. Chadwick guarded by Prater, tries to penetrate, can't. Dishes it back to Lindsley. Lindsley open for 3 from the wing, short, no good. Rebound Prater out of there for the Commodores. Lead pass in front court to Rick Jones. Rick crossover in the lane, double team, triple team, back outside. Atiba for 3, short, no good. Rebound pulled down by Wofford. Chadwick down the near sideline, back to Lindsley. Sturley. Back out top to Chadwick for 3, no good. He keeps shooting and he keeps missing. Rebound Prater for the Commodores. Atiba dishes to Lange in the lane, lays it in with the left hand. Give the assist to Atiba. That's 10 for Atiba in the ball game. 3rd game this year that Atiba's in double figures in assists. Lange's got 19. The basket by Sturley is good. Brett Sturley with 5, 57-29, 13:35 left to play. Rick Jones on the wing, top of the key to Sam Howard. Sam for 3 from the top, rims no good. Lange for the board for the Commodores and a fresh 35. Prater outside Howard. He'll try it again for three. Got it. If at first you don't succeed.
The good shooter's confidence, and I'd say no second thoughts about it, Joe.
Sam's got 14. 60-29. That should give Atiba 11 assists. Chadwick penetrates. 16-footer is good. Ian Chadwick, and gets some mock applause from the Vanderbilt fans. It's his first points tonight. Still wouldn't like to see him heat up anytime soon. 60-31. Inside, Howard to Lange, goes up, has it stripped away and taken away by Starzy Walker. Walker down the far sideline, crossover, drives on Jones. A hold's going to be called on the Commodores. Play getting a little bit just sort of up and down the court here the last couple of minutes, Ron.
Yeah, again, I think that you see some shot selection. You see maybe some defensive chances taken, a little bit of a reaching going on, and that's something that Kevin really dislikes. We talked to him in the postgame, in the Hofstra game, about that, and he said, I just wasn't happy with the way we executed in the second half. That's a tough thing for a coach to do, is to get it with a big lead.
Foul on Rick Jones, his third. So now Coulibaly, Jones, and Lakua each with 3 personal fouls. Starzy Walker at the line misses the free throw, tapped out of bounds, I believe, by Williams. It'll be Wofford's basketball. Commodores playing without the services of James Strong, and Greg LaPointe is dressed but most likely will not play, so the numbers are depleted a little bit, and off the inbounds pass, Ravenel got in front of Lakua and is able to lay it in. Bishop Ravenel with 4 points. 60-33. Lakua inside. Williams with the catch, goes up one hand, missed it. Anthony got the follow, tries to go up in traffic, won't go, but he got the foul. I don't know how he got up out of 4 guys like that.
Well, Anthony, much quicker. You know, he used to hesitate a little bit more, Joe, but now he's trying to go up quick to avoid that travel or the block shot, so it's not really pretty. He might shoot it from the hip or the shoulder. Rarely gets real good extension around the basket.
Foul on Hasty was his third. Williams will go to the line for 2. Anthony tonight 4 of 4 from the line, make it 5 of 5 in double figures with 12 points. Of course, his career high in points was 21 last year against Alabama A&M. Second toss, also good. Anthony with 13, 62-33. Lindsley drives on Jones, cut off by the freshman. Crowd wanted a walk, didn't get it. Instead, Largent got the lay-in. Colin Largent's first basket. Commodores come the other way. Howard for 3 from the wing. Back rim, no good, but the long rebound. Sam fires it again. This one's no good. Rebound tapped up twice. Lakua had it for a moment, but lost it out of bounds.
Kevin Stallings, being an old shooter, understands that mentality, but when you that's twice tonight. 2 threes on a single possession. That's pretty strong.
Sam 4 of 8 from 3-point range tonight. Sam Howard, that is. The lead is 27 at 62-35. Hasty from 17 foot, a line drive from the top of the key that went in. His first bucket, 62-37. 11:45 left to play. Prater with a great crossover, lost the handle. Williams saved it in the corner, back outside to Jones. Jones at the top of the key, guarded by Walker. Bounce pass kicked out of bounds by Walker, and a fresh 35 for the Commodores. Timeout on the floor with 11:37 left to play. It's Vanderbilt 62, Wofford 37. Back after
offensive end. We might kick it back for the 3, but let's make sure we take it to the block.
A couple of scores from the SEC. Louisville pounding Alabama 75-58 minutes left to play. LSU at the half leading Alcorn State 35-34. Atiba Prater inbounds for the Commodores out to the top of the key to Williams to Sam Howard. Sam on the left wing to Atiba. Atiba still with the dribble, looks inside. Lange a little pushing and shoving with Hasty inside, working off of the screen over to Sam Howard. Sam with the dribble back to Prater. They're looking down low. They find Lange on the wing, back to Atiba. Lange runs, thought maybe the alley-oop would be there. It wasn't. Lakua thought about shooting. Now penetrates, goes up, has the shot rejected, back outside to Prater. Still 10 left to shoot. Atiba weaves his way in, dishes to Lakua, penetrates, cut off, and throws it away. Chadwick with the steal. 2-on-2. Chadwick in the lane, lowers a shoulder, and a charge is on Ian Chadwick. And Sam Howard will pick up some points there for drawing the charge.
Right, good hustle back on Sam. He was in a little funny position, but Chadwick definitely initiated the contact by his move to the basket.
First foul on Chadwick, 19-point average. He's got 2 tonight. Prater walks it into front court. Lakua pops to the top of the key, receives the pass there, goes back to Atiba on the right wing. Down low, Lange faces the double team, back to Prater. Skip pass over to Howard, left wing, can't shoot. Chadwick recovered quickly. Dish down low, Lange's shot won't go, but draws the foul. Sam's showing some good hands and able to dish it as well.
Right, nice timely pass to Dan, and then Dan Lange looked back to Sam Howard, says, nice pass, Sam. I should have gotten a three-point play out of this one.
Foul was on Starzy Walker, his second, team's fifth of this half, and that'll send Lange to the line for a couple. Shooting just a touch under 90%. First toss is good. Dan's got 20 on a 22 per game average. 63-37. Ends a little bit of a dry spell offensively for the Commodores. Second toss, also good. He's got 21, 64-37, 10:40 left to play. Lindsley left wing to Walker. Walker to the top to Chadwick. Long three by Chadwick, way off the mark. Rebound Ravenel, missed the putback. Ball loose on the baseline, saved in by Wofford to Chadwick. Prater went for it, didn't get it into the corner. Walker, pump fake, steps closer, goes up over Lange, barely got the front of the iron. Rebound Lakua for the Commodores. Boy, he was hammered, and finally the call. And I believe it's going to be Ravenel with the foul. His third, team's sixth. And Wofford, true to their Terrier name, really aggressively going after the loose ball.
They are, and I tell you, Richard Johnson, again, does a really good job with this team, but that Vandy offensive spurt 7-8 minutes into this game was pretty much of a knockout blow for the Terriers.
Prater works his way into front court. Bounce pass to the top to Lange to Howard. Howard works his way back to the top, now to Lange. Lange looking inside for Coulibaly, finds him there, back outside Prater. Touch pass to Howard. Sam's three from the wing won't go. Rebound Anthony Williams with the board. Put back is rejected by Wofford, and the rebound to Chadwick. Cross court, going all the way in is Ravenel for the layup. Well, I thought Williams had great position there, but an excellent block inside by Hasty. Ends up a Terrier basket. The lead is 25 at 64-39. Williams top of the key to Lange. Lange with a big height advantage over Walker, but they haven't been able to post him up effectively. To Howard. Lange running the baseline. Back to Prater, back to Howard. There's Lange in the corner going baseline, drives, scoops inside, and draws the foul.
Well, Dan Lange really moves well on the baseline. The timing of the pass to him, excellent that time, and well, he's a load to guard, because how many guys that height have the ability to move, come off the screen, a threat from three-point range, posting up, or on the move in medium range.
Fourth foul on Hasty will send Lange back to the line for two shots. First toss is good. Dan's got 22 right on his average, and now Hasty will check out. Deloach back in, also Sturley back in, replacing Ravenel for Wofford. First half, the Commodores were 18 of 28 from the field. Right now, they are 21 of 43, so that translates to 3 of 15 shooting in the second half. Lange's second toss won't go. Rebound Deloach for Wofford. 65-39, 9:20 left to play. Lindsley, top of the key to Deloach, left wing to Walker. A lot of shoving going on down low between Sturley and Williams. Lindsley on the right wing, bounce pass down low to Deloach, back outside to Lindsley. Goes baseline, back outside to Deloach, lost it right through his legs. Prater went for the basketball. Deloach knocked it out of bounds. Commodores will have possession.
Man, he's still very aggressive on the defensive end there. Doing a nice job when they get guard penetration. The big guy coming to help.
Prater with the basketball for the Commodores, who lead by 26. Williams at the top of the key, looking down low for Coulibaly, not open and stolen away. And Lindsley will have the easy layup. Mike Lindsley with 8 points, 65-41. Still 24 points, but the closest it's been in a while with 8:40 left. Howard on the wing, looking low for Coulibaly, goes down to Darius on the low block, turns one-hander, won't go. Rebound Deloach. Chance to whittle away a little more. Chadwick on the wing. Walker, skip pass over to Lindsley. Lindsay to the top to Walker. Walker left wing, Sturley. Sturley to the top to Walker. Walker, right wing, Lindsay. Penetrates, in traffic, shot over Coulibaly, no good. Rebound, Williams fights Darius for the basketball. Anthony came out of there with it to Prater. Prater right down the lane, all the way with the left hand, good. Nobody stopped the senior from Stone Mountain, Georgia. He's got 9, a point away from a double-double. He's got 11 assists, 67-41. Walker, Deloach, Sturley. Sturley pump fake, steps closer, 15-footer, won't go. Rebound, Coulibaly with another board. To Prater. Darius with 3 rebounds. Atiba in the corner. Howard wide open for 3, rattled and wouldn't go. And the rebound to Walker. It was a wide open look.
That's the shot Sam really likes. Took time, got his feet set, hit back rim, front rim, and then out, down and back.
Lindsay with the basketball. Bounce pass and the ball. And a foul, I believe, is going to be called on Darius. And it is, and that is 4 on Coulibaly with 7:24 left to play. Now Rick Jones will check back in with 3 personal fouls, as will Lakua with 3 fouls, and Williams will sit down, as will Coulibaly with 4.
And you're really cooling off shooting this half, Joe. Do a little quick math for you here. Only 4 of 20 in the second half.
Deloach at the line for 1-1. First toss, no good. Rebound. Ravenel had Lakua boxed off, got the rebound and dunked it. And the long lead pass in front court is saved by Jones. The reach in knocked out of bounds by the Terriers. Largent timeout on the floor with 7:14 left to play. Vanderbilt 67, Wofford 43. You're listening to the Vanderbilt.
Some respect. Part of it's because you just have a way of slipping a little bit. We have a little new player in the game, Joe.
We do. A walk-on, the freshman, Dan Kinzer, 6'8" out of Los Angeles, makes his first appearance for the Commodores. Number 50 just cleared to play for this ball game, first ball game, and ends up putting in a few minutes here as foul trouble a problem. Kinzer backs in, spins, goes up with the left hand, good. Oh, man! How about that? Took him about 10 seconds to score as a Commodore, 69-43. Pryor, and a charge is going to be called, it is on Pryor using a hand to clear out. That's going to send the Commodores to the line. Oh, it's not on Pryor, it's on Colin Largent. I can see where I messed that up, 3 or 20. I can see where I got that messed up.
Hey, a little bit of an extended body on that screen that time. He really took Atiba Prater out to draw the foul.
8th team foul will send Prater to the line. 9 points. First toss is good, and Atiba with a double-double now. 10 points, 11 assists.
He's got 4 rebounds. Maybe he gets strong on the board. Our first triple-double in a while.
70-43. Second toss is good. He's got 11. 71-43. Pryor works his way into front court. Ravenel drives all the way and jams it. No defensive help that time by the Commodores, and Ravenel with 2 dunks in the last couple of minutes has 10 points. 71-45. Prater works it into the front court. This time Lange breaks free and dunks it himself on the baseline, returning the favor. Lange with 24, 73-45. Pryor to Largent. Oh, Jones, I thought got a hand on that one. Instead, a hold is going to be called on Rick, and that's going to be foul number 4 on Rick Jones.
Rick Jones has not had the type night to write home about tonight, Joe. He has only one basket, bunch of fouls, and he's getting beat defensively, getting a little step behind there on the defensive end.
His 4th foul. He and Coulibaly each with 4 fouls now for the Commodores, and John Pryor will go to the line for 2, as that's the 10th team foul against the Commodores. First toss is no good. Anthony Williams checks back in for the Commodores, and he will replace Dan Kinzer. Dan was focused on staying, and Anthony just started waving his hands like, Dan, you got to leave. And there's the big hand that Kinzer gets the walk-on, who got onto the board about 10 seconds into his first appearance as a Commodore. Pryor misses them both, and the rebound pulled down by Prater. There's one of those boards, Coach. Comes down court to Lange. Lange to Jones. Jones deep on the right wing. Still with the dribble. To Sam Howard at the top. Right wing to Lange. 5:50 left to play. Commodore 73-45. Prater with the ball. Back on the wing, Lange goes baseline, back outside Anthony Williams, back to the top to Prater, left wing to Rick Jones for three, back rim long, no good. Rebound fighting for it, and a hold is going to be called on the Terriers. If it's on Hasty, that's 5. It is.
And that's what Kevin Stallings likes there. They've got the good 28-point lead, yet they made 7, 8, 9, 10 passes there. And that one extra pass to get the ball to the good shooter out there didn't go down, but good execution on the offensive end.
Hasty fouls out with 2 points. Sturley checks in. Also, Lindsey is back for the Terriers. Anthony Williams at the line. Tonight, 6 of 6 from the line, now 7 of 7.
Boy, what a nice stroke Anthony's got from the line.
He's got 14 points to go along with 8 rebounds. He's not far from a double-double. Second toss, also good. 15 for the junior from Waverly, Alabama, 74-46. Chadwick with the basketball to Lindsey, 75-46. I thought the scoreboard was wrong. It was 75-46. The drive by Ravenel is rejected away, and the rebound to Lange. Lange down the near sideline behind the back dribble, dishes it to Prater, picks it back up, and then gives it back to Atiba. Atiba with the dribble comes to the left wing into the corner to Lange. Lost the handle, got it back to Atiba to the Jones, now on the right wing. Lange trying to cut through the lane, posts up, not open, back to Jones to Prater. Lange runs the baseline. Williams spots up for three from the wing, and he hit it!
Screener's always open when he steps out.
Anthony's got 18, 78-46. Top of the key, Lindsey. Dishes down low. Ravenel lost the handle. Lange with a turnover picks it up for the Commodores to Prater. Prater in front court. In the lane, bounce pass. Howard dishes down low. Williams with a layup and a foul. And no one celebrating more than Atiba Prater out at midcourt.
Anthony Williams with a chance to tie his career high if he knocks this free throw down.
Foul was on Grant Sturley, his second. Williams with 20 points. Now Ravenel will sit down. That assist from Prater, his career-high 12th assist to the ball game, and the toss by Williams is good, tying his career high at 21. Got to have the record books out tonight to check all the career highs. 81-46 Commodores. Chadwick suffering through maybe a career low tonight so far. Jumper from the baseline is good by Lindsey. It is a three. Lindsey with 11 points. 81-49. 4:10 left. Prater has the pass batted back to him by Lindsey. Drives into the lane, dishes down low. Williams lowered a shoulder, I believe. They're going to call a charge on Anthony. Anthony was going for an outright career high and cleared a little bit too much of a path.
But he's getting good penetration there by Tiba, who could have had another assist there, Joe.
And now Lakua will check in with 3 fouls. Dan Lange will sit down. Kevin Stallings would love for Dan to be able to spend this last 4:05 over there.
My guess we can let Dan go to the showers, and Kinzer ready to come back in.
24 points for Dan Lange tonight. Sturley with the basketball to Lindsey. Lindsey guarded by Jones. On the wing to Chadwick. Chadwick with 2 points, fires the long three and hit it. That's the range that we had heard about coming in here, but he has just been ice cold tonight. 1 of 10 from the field. 2 of 11 from the field. Lakua to Jones. 81-51. 3.5 minutes left to play. Jones to Prater on the left wing. Williams in the corner. Couldn't get the shot away. Back to Prater. Prater to Sam Howard at the top of the key. Bounce pass down low. Lakua goes up and draws the foul. Sam had great position down low that time.
Right, and another good pass to the post by Sam Howard. And, you know, every time the guards get the ball on the perimeter, Joe, they're squaring up to the basket. The inside guys continue to move their feet, post up strong, put so much pressure on the defense inside, and that's where the good shots come from.
Sam Lakua at the line for 2 shots. Both teams now over the 10 foul limit. First toss by Sam is good. He's got 3 points. Had 2 points and a rebound against Hofstra on Tuesday night. Sam's career high 7 points earlier this season against UT Martin. Second toss is also good. He's got 4. Timeout on the floor with 3:21 left to play. Vanderbilt in command, 83-51 over Wofford. Back after And doing this all without the services of James Strong and Greg LaPointe. And as we said, Greg dressed, and fortunately for Coach Kevin Stallings and the rest of the Commodores, his service is not needed tonight, so he was able to get a little more rest. Lindsay with the basketball for Wofford. Chadwick fires a three from the wing, and it's good. Had Sam Howard on him that time, and Chadwick went up and fired, and he's got 8 points. 83-54. Coulibaly with the pass from the top of the key to Prater. Prater now facing the double team. Lobs it over to Coulibaly. Darius left open. Crowd wanted him to shoot. It was about a 17-footer. And Darius thought better of it. Instead to Howard to Lakua. Darius working for position down low. Can't get it. Now they get the pass into Darius. Double teamed outside to Howard. Sam dishes back to Prater. 10 to shoot. Lobs down low. Coulibaly up. Lays it in with the right hand and drew the foul. Great patience by the Commodore offense.
Absolutely, and a nice pass away from the defense that time. And Big Darius finding his way around in a crowd in there, uses the kind of the basket as a screen for him as he goes under. And when he releases that ball, he's about 3 inches from the rim.
13th assist for Atiba Prater. In case you're wondering, the single game record by a Commodore is 14. Set by Billy McCaffrey in 1993 in that Commodore's upset of number 1 ranked Kentucky.
Who would have thought about Billy McCaffrey holding the assist record?
Coulibaly at the line to complete the three-point play, does so.
Oh, perfect tonight, 3 of 3 from the line.
Ties his career high with 7 points. Might as well. Everybody else is having that kind of night. 86-54. Ravenel to Lindsay. 2.5 to play. Down low, Brandon Boyce guarded by Coulibaly, 7-footer on 7-footer. Back to Boyce, back outside to Walker. Walker with a shot over Matt Carter is no good. Matt Carter, the walk-on for the Commodores in the ball game now, to Prater. Well, Kinzer got his basket. Will Carter get a shot at his? Jones down low. Coulibaly looks back outside to Jones. Jones to Prater. Prater penetrates in the lane, tries to dish it to Lakua, and threw it away. Rare turnover by the Commodores. Number 8, got to be more than that, I'm afraid. We'll have to double check on that. Stat monitor says 8, but you would think it's more. Chadwick hits a 3 as Prater went crashing to the ground.
Yeah, he got Boyce gave him a shot there and just almost rattled his cage a little bit.
Yeah, Prater said something to Carlos Reyes, who came down, the official, saying, "Excuse me, but where were you?" 86-57. Minute 35 left. Prater now being double teamed, chased by a 7-footer and a 6-footer. Atiba, great bounce pass down low. Lakua with the lay-in. That ties the single game assist record by a Commodore at 14. And Coulibaly gets a hand on the pass, and Matt Carter steals it away. Lead pass to Matt Jones, 2-on-1. Jones bounce pass. Coulibaly missed the layup. Carter with the follow could not get it, and Lindsay had it. I thought Coulibaly would just jam it home. Instead, Walker drives and draws the foul on Lakua.
Darius shot a running layup, and all he had to do was reach for the dunk.
Now Kinzer set to check back in, and there's a chance the Commodores will have 2 walk-ons on the floor for the last minute 7 of this one.
Let's get Atiba one more assist here.
Probably need to run somebody over there and let them know, although they're not about personal statistics, but what a great game he's had. 11 points, 14 assists, 6 rebounds. Tossed by Walker's no good. And now Kinzer checks back in, replacing Atiba Prater, who gets a fine hand from the crowd and well-deserved.
Kevin loves this point guard, I'll tell you. Most every game, Atiba walks through there, and Kevin really has something encouraging to say to him.
Walker's second toss is good. He's got 7. 88-58, a minute 5 to play. Full court pressure. Kinzer to Coulibaly, front court to Lakua. Lakua facing the double team, lobs it back to Darius. 15-footer, good!
Good job.
And he was pumping his fist back down the court. Darius with a career-high 9 points. 90-58. Chadwick 3 blocked by Carter. Matt Carter, lead pass, front court. Lakua jammed it. Ravenel to Boyce, 15-footer by Boyce, no good. Lakua had it for a moment, ball out of bounds. It'll be Terriers basketball. Oh, everybody getting into the act tonight.
Get the ball to Darius. Maybe a three-pointer next time, Joe.
Oh, Chadwick will try a three from the corner. This one is no good. Ravenel with a rebound. 15-footer from the baseline is short. Rebound Kinzer for the Commodores to Jones. 23 seconds left. Jones. Now we need to find Carter an open look somewhere. There's Carter with the basketball on the wing. Crowd wants him to shoot. He penetrates, falls down. Ball stolen away from behind. Lead pass front court to Walker. Walker drives, draws the foul on Jones, and makes the basket. And Rick fouls out.
Now Matt Carter is going to remember, Joe, that he took the Conference Player of the Year in the Southern Conference, possibly if Chadwick does fulfill those expectations. He blocked his three-point shot.
Jones fouls out with 3 points. Sam Howard will come in. 9.5 seconds left. Commodores lead by 32.
Vandy usually just dribbles the clock out here rather than trying to score.
Walker hits the free throw. He's in double figures with 10. Carter takes the inbounds pass down the far sideline. 4, 3, 2, 1. Ball thrown right at us. Good hands there by Coach B.
Nice bounce pass to Mike Stewart.
Well placed. Commodores with 0.3 of a second left. Lakua inbounds to Howard, and the buzzer sounds. Another efficient, effective, and impressive performance